Hey guys, my name is Steve. I'm a gym owner, a hybrid athlete, and this was my third year completing the Kokoda Challenge, which is a 96-kilometer hike through the Gold Coast hinterland. And if you're thinking about doing the Kokoda Challenge, or you're thinking about doing some other endurance event, which is just incredibly brutal, I'm going to walk you through everything that I did, how I trained leading up to it, how I fueled for the event, and then also how I recovered. I'll also share what worked, what didn't work, and what I'll do differently if I was to do it again. So for those that don't know what the Kokoda Challenge is, it's a 96-kilometer hike through the Gold Coast hinterland with a team of four. There's over 4,000 meters in elevation through the toughest trails I think that Queensland has to offer. This is my third year doing it, and the first year we did it in 26 hours. Last year we did it in 28 hours, and this year we did it in 27 hours and 14 minutes. So to give you some context of my level of fitness, I've been weight training now for about 15 years. When I started training, the training style that I was into was very much just bodybuilding. I had competed in 3 years of competitive competitions in bodybuilding. I'd won the Australian title twice for the Australian, for the junior and the teenage division. And then I had also won the Queensland title 3 times as well. And over the past few years, I've really mixed up my training style. We own a gym in North Lakes, Queensland called Rhythm HIIT. It's our own brand. And the workouts and classes that we do here are group functional fitness, strength classes, and then cardio sessions. And then we do classes which are a bit of a mix of the both. So that is the majority of my training that I do, and with some like CrossFit-ish stuff mixed in there as well. But something that I love doing is going out for hikes or mountain climbs through the Glasshouse Mountains, which is local to us. And that was a big part of my training leading up to Kokoda as well. For about 6 months, I was pretty consistent with doing at least one mountain climb a week, where we would go up to Mount Ngungun, which was, I think, maybe 200 meters of elevation, or just over 200 meters of elevation. And at the start of the 6-month block, I would do 3 laps up and down. And then towards the end, I was doing 5 laps up and down Mount Ngungun with a 10-kilo weight vest. And that would take me roughly 2.5 hours to do. I really believe that the strength training that I did in my training program, and that I've done for like the last 15 years, is something that was key to getting me through an endurance event like this, injury free, and then still having a good strength and endurance to get up the crazy inclines and mountains, and still be in a condition where I could get to the end. I was still able to jog a little bit as well. We did have a couple guys that were in our team this year that were much better running fit than what I was, but I think it was the strength element that really carried me through, so I could probably finish in a better condition compared to what they did. Um, my training plan leading up to it, I'll do a heavy leg session, a heavy upper body session, one of the cardio sessions, strength, like a hybrid cardio and strength session a week. I'll do one mountain session where I said I'd go up Mount Ngungun for 3 to 5 laps. And then there was just our standard class cardio sessions that we did here at the gym as well. Some tips that I would say with your mountain climb sessions or your hiking session, where you're spending like a couple hours out there doing it, it's a good opportunity to test your nutrition out. If you haven't had like gels and bars before, testing those out just to see how your body agrees with them. You might find brands that you're able to digest better, and just see what you're feeling like after an hour of hiking. If you notice that your energy levels are starting to dip, and you're feeling like a little bit shaky, that might be a good reminder for you that when you are out on an endurance event, to have the energy source a little bit sooner, so you don't let yourself get to that point. And then, yeah, the strength training, it's great for long distance, volume, and injury prevention as well. The gear that I used for this year's Kokoda was the Asics Trabuco Max 4. In the previous years, I've used the Asics Trabuco for the first and second time that I did Kokoda, and it was one of my favorite shoes. I have tried a few others. I've had Hoka Speed Goats. I've had the New Balance trail shoes, and then some Nike trail shoes as well. But the Asics Trabucos have been my personal favorite. And this year I got a fresh new pair, and yeah, I couldn't really fault them. So I also had the Injinji socks as well, and I got away with only a couple blisters on my feet. It was nothing too bad, but I also strapped my ankles and my feet as well, so I wasn't getting some nasty blisters. The nutrition strategy that I had for Kokoda, I was having a lot of gels throughout the whole thing. I think I had about 15 Goo branded gels, and I like the indulgent flavored ones, salted caramel, vanilla, chocolate. I think there was like this espresso one as well. And they each had a little bit of caffeine in them, just to give me some extra energy. And I used a little squeeze flask as well. And that made life so much easier. And I would highly recommend it. These little squeezy flasks, you can fit about 4 gels in them. And then that way, when you're out on the trail, you're not having to worry about like putting the rubbish in your bag or in your pocket, or your hands getting sticky. The flasks, they're a great way to just be able to have like one squirt of the gel. You don't have to have like the full gel, or you can have like 1.5 gels. So you can have as much as you want. So I had 2 of those flasks, and then at the checkpoints, I got my support crew, my partner Shay, to just rip open 4 new gels and then top them back up again. Some other things that I packed in my bag that I took when I was on the trail was 2 other soft flasks where I had a electrolyte mix in them. The food that I was having, I had a couple of waffles that were in single serving packets. I got those from Costco. Each packet of the waffle had 250 calories, so they were very calorie dense. I had some muesli bars. I had these other small pancakes as well, which are easily digestible. And I found those foods just work really well for me. I think what's important when you're planning your food and your nutrition, when you're going out on something like this, is to try and get something really calorie dense, so that you're not weighing your backpack down with like a lot of heavy stuff that isn't giving you a lot of calories. Like you could compare having a gel, which is probably weighing like 30 grams, compared to an apple, where the calories might be similar-ish, and the apple is going to weigh like 10 times more. And if you're carrying around 10 apples in your bag, I'm sure it will add to that fatigue on your legs throughout it. At the major checkpoints that there is throughout Kokoda. So if you're doing the 96-kilometer Kokoda, there's 4 major checkpoints. The first one, I just had some bagels with peanut butter, and then we had some sweet kind of stuff, some brownies as well, just as a little bit of a treat. And then I had some chips. The second checkpoint, where that is the start of the 48-kilometer one, they usually have like food trucks or food vans there. I just had loaded fries at that one. By the time you get there, it's starting to get like a little bit colder. So sometimes I think something a little bit warm is nice. The third checkpoint, which is at the top of Army Lands, we had our support crew bring us out some Guzman and Gomez, some burritos, which wasn't too bad either. And then the final checkpoint, by the time I've gotten to this last checkpoint, each one, I'm kind of over the food. I'm not feeling too hungry, but they had a barbecue stall there where they were selling bacon and egg rolls. So I just grabbed one of them from there as well. So yeah, overall, I think the tip that I would have is prioritize calorie dense foods and mainly carbs. You don't need to be filling up on protein. I would save the protein to after the event. It's not going to do a whole ton for you while you're actually out there and you need the energy. You want something that's easily digestible where your body can, yeah, use that energy. The recovery plan before, during, and after this event. Throughout the whole Kokoda, whenever we stopped and someone needed to go to the toilet or someone needed to stop and take a break, I would always be stretching out my hamstrings, my glutes, my quads, just stretching as much as I possibly could. And then when we did get back to the major checkpoints with our support crew, I'd put a towel on the floor and just do some kneeling stretches to stretch out my quads, my abductors, and my hamstrings and calves as well. And we are currently 3 days post Kokoda. So I finished Kokoda 3 days ago. And my legs honestly are feeling like pretty much back to normal, which is absolutely crazy because the first time I did this event, I couldn't walk for like 4 days afterwards. And each year that I've done it, it's gotten a little bit easier and my recovery has got a little bit better. And I'm so shocked at like the day after Kokoda, you wouldn't have even been able to tell that I had just walked pretty much 100 Ks because I was walking almost normal, which, yeah, really surprised me. So I would recommend someone that's doing an event like this to try and get in some stretching throughout it, or even when your support crew or when your teammates are stopping. If you've got hiking poles, just using them to lean over and stretch out the hamstrings, separate your legs and go into like a bit of a windmill stretch or a lateral lunge so you can stretch out your adductors, and then just some quad stretches as well. Sitting into a bottom squat can stretch out the quads, the ankles also. So every now and then as well along the trail, I think it's a good idea, or at least for me, to jog a little bit. I didn't mind jogging on the downhill. That just broke it up. You're using a little bit different muscles. I think if you on the downhills, you're constantly like using your knees to slow you down. And if you can kind of hop down and just take that pressure off your knees a little bit, it gave me some relief. Another technique that I did just to mix up my walking style was walking backwards where I could and walking backwards down hills. That just, yeah, took the pressure off my knees and got me to stretch out my hamstrings and my glutes a little bit. Walking up hills, something that I did was try and walk with a flat foot. So you're stretching out your hamstrings and your calves. So having your whole foot pressed up against the ground where it's on an incline, and then as you walk, pushing your knee backwards. So you're driving through your glute and you're stretching out your hamstring and your calf. If you're always up on your toes, you'll probably find that your calves are really going to burn and you'll be pushing a lot through your quads. So it's good to do a mixture of both, so you're not always fatiguing the same muscles. And then after Kokoda, I tried to keep moving as much as I could. This time I found it really easy to move around and walk. But what I would suggest to someone that was really feeling the pain post an event like this is, even though it is really difficult to get yourself up and moving, just push through that little bit of pain and then walk for 5, 10 minutes, just really lightly. And that will help blood flow and it'll help speed up that recovery process. Doing static stretches, dynamic stretches, as well as going to just help increase that blood flow. Lying down and having your legs elevated against the wall is going to help bring down some swelling as well, which should hopefully give you some relief on your legs after this. And if you're doing all of those things, then yeah, you'll speed up your recovery. I also went to a local recovery center where they've got saunas, ice pools or cold plunge pools, and a heated spa as well as recovery boots. And I spent about an hour and a half there and then finished with some stretching and the massage gun at Inside Out Recovery in Brendale. But yeah, that is pretty much my Kokoda experience and how you can prepare for it, how you can recover and then get through it all. You need you need a support crew out there with you as well. So massive shout out to the support crew that we had. We had our partners out there. So shout out to Jess, our other Jess, and then Shay, my partner as well, for looking after us. It's not easy being a part of the support crew because those guys need to get out there and stay up all through the night to check in with you. So they're under just as much sleep deprivation as what you are as well. But yeah, final tips. You don't need to do a big 50-kilometer walk or run in a week to be able to do an event like this. Like the longest training sessions that I was doing was maybe 2.5 hours. I think strength training is really important to get through something like this so you can make it through and get through the other side without any injuries. As well as training your mind, getting mentally prepared to do something ridiculously hard. I spent the last 12 months telling the guys in our team how hard that this event was. And when I asked them if it was as hard as what I was making it out to be, they said it was even harder than that. So you got to expect to be doing something extremely difficult. But yeah, if there's any questions that you have about Kokoda or prepping for an endurance event like this, pop them down in the comments and I'll be more than able to answer any questions. Cheers.